Every day, patients comes to my office and says every time to me, I have good quality life, I exercise regularly, I walk regularly, but after 50, everything changes. My knee hurts, my hip hurts, my spine hurts. In today's video, I'm gonna give you 7 reasons and 7 ways why your walking hurt your, especially joints, especially your knee joints, hip joints, and the spine. And the problem is often not that people walk too little. The problem is that they walk incorrectly. Poor walking habits can overload your joints, damage your posture, reduce efficiency of your breathing, and place unnecessary stress on your muscles and cardiovascular system. My name is Mario. I'm a European medical expert with 26 years experience working with patients. And my core specialty is help people with knee arthritis, hip arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, maybe any kind of spine conditions. And regular walking really can affect your everyday life. Mistake number 7 is starting too fast. Many people step outside and immediately begin walking at their fastest pace. And they believe that warming up is unnecessary because walking is not an intense exercise. However, your body still needs time to transition from the rest of the movement. At the beginning, you are walking and your muscles are colder and less elastic. And your joints also need several minutes of gentle movement for synovial fluid to spread across the joint surfaces, and your heart and the blood vessels must gradually adjust to the increased demand. Starting too quickly can create unnecessary strain, especially when you are over 50 or already have joint, circulation, or the heart problem. Mistakes number 6 that you do regularly, you walking with the wrong posture. You don't know, my dear viewers, in today's modern world, there are almost 900 million people with knee arthritis, hip arthritis, or spinal condition. This is one of the most serious conditions all around the world, and your wrong walking really can affect your health. Many people walk with their head pushed forward, shoulders rounded, chest closed, and eyes directed toward the ground. And this position places additional pressure on the neck, shoulders, upper back, and the lower spine. When the head moves forward, the muscles of the neck must work much harder to support its weight. A compressed chest also prevents a diaphragm and lungs from expanding properly, causing shallower breathing and faster fatigue. Poor posture affects the entire body. The pelvis changes position and the lower back compensates, and the knees and the hips may begin move at less favorable angles. Imagine that is the thin string. It's gently pulling you upward from the top to your head. Keep your shoulder relaxed, your chest open, your chin parallel to the ground, and your eyes looking forward. Mistakes number 5 is going to be wearing wrong shoes. If your shoes are old or damaged or in similar kind of condition and you walk with those kind of shoes regularly, you really can damage your health. Your shoes are the only protection between your feet and the ground. With age, the natural cushioning beneath your feet becomes thinner, while the muscles and ligaments supporting the arches may gradually weaken. Shoes without proper cushioning can allow the impact of each step to travel upward to the ankles, knees, hips, and the lower back. Shoes that are too soft may provide insufficient support, while shoes that are too rigid can interfere with the natural movement of the foot. A good walking shoe should provide cushioning under the heel and the forefoot, support the natural arch, and allow the front of the foot to bend during each step. Remember, the shoes can look good on the outside while the cushioning inside is already worn out. Check the soles regularly for uneven wear and replace your walking shoes when you no longer provide stable support. One of the most common mistakes, of course, is going to be you don't walk regularly through the week and you try compensate everything at the end of the week. And this is another mistake I see regularly when I work with my patients. Some people remain inactive through the week and they try to compensate with one long walk during the weekend. They walk for 1 or 2 hours, return home exhausted and believe they have completed their weekly exercise. Your body responds better to repeated and consistent activity than to isolated bursts of the effort. A regular walking sends a continuous signal that your muscles, heart, circulation, and metabolism must remain active and prepared. A very long walk after several inactive days may overload unprepared muscles and the joints. The next day, pain appears, and person concludes that walking is harmful. In reality, the pattern of activity may be a problem. In general, better walk of 20 to 30 minutes each day, and this is how you prepare your body on the long run. What I see in my 26 years experience with my patients, one of the major risks that you're doing each day and why you have knee arthritis, hip arthritis is going to be completely wrong curing or treating your disease. Especially if you drink a lot of chemical medication, you take a lot of chemical injections, and you think that those chemicals really can help you. Unfortunately, you can see all around you, as I said it before, almost 900 million people all around the world right now have some type of arthritis, especially you after 50. There are many better ways how you can cure yourself, especially with proper nutrition, proper natural remedies, and perfect physical therapy and rehabilitation. Not just taking one pill, one injection, and you think everything is going to be perfect. And walking can be also the cause. Mistake number 3 is keeping your arms still. Walking is not only the leg exercise, it is controlled movement involving the entire body. When your left leg moves forward, your right arm should naturally move forward and vice versa. This opposite arm and the leg pattern helps stabilize the trunk and distribute movement through the spine. When your arms remain stiff or stay inside your pocket, the lower back may compensate with additional rotation. A natural arm swing also activates the shoulder, chest, and the upper back, increases the amount of active muscles, and help establish a steady walking rhythm. Keep your elbows slightly bent, relax your shoulders, and allow your arms to swing naturally forward and backward. You do not need exaggerated movements, simply avoid holding your arms rigidly against your body. Mistakes number 2, this is the modern mistake, is going to be watching your cell phone regularly. Did you see? People right now really cannot walk at all if they don't look your cell phone. Those is one of the critical mistakes, especially in you, 10, 15, 20, if you are 20 years or 30 years, but especially after 50. It really can damage your spine in an unnecessary way. Walking while looking at your phone can become one of the most common modern mistakes. When you constantly look downward, your head moves forward, your neck carries greater pressure, and your shoulder round and your chest become compressed. The phone also removes your attention from the environment. You may fail to notice uneven pavement, curbs, steps, wet surfaces of obstacle, and after 50, balance and awareness of the body position may become less precise, making visual information increasingly important for the safe walking. Probably number 1 reason of disability, especially women after 50, is going to be, of course, osteoporosis, hip arthritis, and knee arthritis. You fall down, you may be watching at your phone, you broke your ankle, you broke your hip, and problem, of course, is much greater. And mistakes number 1 is going to be ignoring recovery. Many people believe that walking is too easy to require recovery. However, your muscle joints and circulation still need support after physical activity. Even a mild dehydration can contribute to muscle tightness, slower recovery, and the cramping. Drink a glass of water after you walk, particularly in warm weather or after a long session. The calves, hamstring, hips, and the lower back may also remain tense after repeated contraction during the week. Several minutes of gentle stretching can reduce stiffness and help maintain mobility. Recovery also means adjusting your walking accordingly to how your body feels. And this is so crucial for you. Walking is perfect exercise, but you must walk correctly. If you don't exercise correctly, if you don't walk correctly, the problem is going to be a lot worse after 50 years. How to walk correctly after 50? Begin every walk with a 3 to 5 minutes at slow pace. Keep your spine upright your shoulder relaxed and your eyes directly forward. Wear supportive shoes and check them regularly to wear. Choose shorter, consistent walks instead of exhausting weekly sessions. Allow your arms to swing naturally. Keep your phone in your pocket. Drink water afterward and spend several minutes stretching. Walking is one of the most simplest and most effective way to protect your health after 50. You don't need a gym or expensive equipment. You need correct habits and consistent approach, and that is how I help my patients. I help you, all of you, my viewers. If you're doing it already, this is my new MarioLab Health channel on English language. You can subscribe to my channel below the video, and you will see regularly my expertise about nutrition and natural remedy, exactly how I see it in the last 26 years. If you want to learn a lot more about nutrition and natural remedy perfect for your knee arthritis, watch my video right here. Thank you for following me. See you next time. Bye bye.